Good morning. Now to proceed the life process, we have nutrition in plants. So in plants, the nutrition is basically a self-prepare method, and that is called photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means to using the light energy to prepare the food by raw materials available in the environment. And plants, basically, the process may be defined as the process by which green plants make their own food glucose, that is basically the glucose, from CO2, water, and by using the light energy in presence of a green color pigment present in their leaves or the other parts called chlorophyll. And if you summarize the process, you can take it in the form of as a chemical equation, that is 6 molecules of carbon dioxide that is taken from the environment, 6 molecules of water that is taken from the soils by the absorbing method of osmosis by the roots, and using that solar energy that is trapped by the help of the green color pigment present in the green cell called chloroplast, and form the major or complex products glucose, that is C6H12O6, and they also releases a byproduct oxygen, 6 molecules of oxygen. So this is the complete chemical equation for photosynthesis. Now, what are the necessary things for photosynthesis? The necessary products or the requirement are basically the carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight. And the main important product is the chlorophyll, which is present in the chloroplast cell of the plants. So, if you know the exact location of the site, that is the site of the chloroplast, site of the photosynthesis where it occurs, it is the chloroplast cell, green color chloroplast cell present in the called mesophyll cells or palisade tissue just below the upper epidermis of leaf. So it is the location of the photosynthesis where it takes place. Now we have to explain the process of photosynthesis. Step 1. Absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll. The first method and the step is to absorb the sunlight by the green color pigment present in the chloroplast cell called chlorophyll. It is the first step. And when they trap this energy, this is now utilized by the plant cells to convert. The second step is the conversion of light energy into chemical energy and splitting of water, that is called photolysis. Photolysis, that means using light energy you have to break the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. And the final step is the reduction of CO2. That means it reacts with CO2 by hydrogen to form the complex material called glucose by utilizing that chemical energy. So this is the 3 basic steps in photosynthesis. First is the absorption of sunlight by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy and splitting the water molecule, and then reduce or deduce the CO2 to form glucose molecule complex. And in that process, a huge amount of oxygen is also released. So this is one of the byproduct of photosynthesis. So look at the picture. It is given here how the solar energy is trapped and the glucose molecule is stored, and when the large amount of glucose molecules are stored, they are changed and transformed into starch. Now look here, the site of photosynthesis, a level diagram of the site of photosynthesis, that is in the upper epidermis, clearly shown the chloroplast cell where the actual site of the photosynthesis here. Now to move to the another section of nutrition, that is nutrition in animals. And nutrition in animals is not just like the plants, but it is in a different way. They are depending on the food habits, and as you know, animals are fully depend on the autotrophs, plants and other products. So they are broadly divided into a major group called herbivores, who directly consume the plant and plant products. They may be goat, sheep, or many other herbivorous plants, cattle, so many others. Whereas some of them eat only flesh and other small animals, and they are called carnivores. They are called carnivores. And so they consume directly the herbivores or some small animals. And finally, there are still some category of animals which eat both plants and animals. So they are called omnivores. And this include human beings also, because human beings consumes all those products that is coming from plants and animals. Now, what is the difference between herbivores and carnivores? There is some basic difference between the herbivores and carnivores. In herbivores, they eat plant and plant products, whether they may be microorganisms, whether they may be large plants. And their their digestive system is larger. And as you know, the herbivores also capable to digest cellulose, so they have a special and large stomach. Whereas in carnivores, their alimentary canal is very short, because they only consume the animal proteins. So to consume proteins or digest protein, you does not need a large digestive system or alimentary canal. Whereas the omnivores also have a shorter alimentary canal. And if you go through the steps of the nutrition, it is followed by different steps. Ingestion, that is intake of food through the mouth by the different organs and different enzymes, and then digest the food. In this, it is a simple method in which the complex food materials are changed into simple products. And when these simple products are changed, like glucose or any other small products, proteins change into amino acids, and these are finally now absorbed in the alimentary canal and then ready to use. And when they are utilized for various purposes, various activities, and other life purposes, they are called assimilation. And after that, finally, when all of the work is done for the nutrition, the final step is to egestion. And this egestion means the products which are not required in the body are egested out. So this is simply, you can explain how nutrition in animals occur. Further, we go through the details in the next class.